order to study how to work against holds, you may look holds at three distances. First distance, when the person comes to you and kind of like start to grab you, and you start to escape and don't give him a chance to grab you. The second holds, when the person grab you and by one more time, when the person grab you, by his movement you can work against him. It means you're not frozen. When the person grab you, you see the direction, and you can put him down by this. And the third movement, when the person lock you and you freeze, or by fear, or because he is so good, but you cannot move, and from this position you start to work. That's three distances. So first distance, when you escape and you don't give him a chance to grab you, for example, hands or body or legs, you kind of escape. Then the person kind of grab you, but you can follow his direction, because some people can grab you with direction. Or when you freeze, when the person lock you and you cannot move yourself, that's three distances. I want to teach you step by step. Now I want to explain about first distances. First distance. When the person usually come to you, in order to work against, for example, locks, when the person grab you, or two hands, or one hand, or elbows here, you have to know how to avoid that situation and what you can do. First, it's good to study when a person starts to grab you or come to you from a distance. You have to see if you can move at least from him and don't give him a chance to grab, in this case, arms. And we have exercise for it. For example, I start to grab him. What he needs to just kind of remove his hands away from you, and you see if you can move, because sometimes it seems very easy to move away the hand, but it's not, because sometimes I start to grab him, he move away the hand, but the other hands start to be with me, and I'm still in a good position when I can work against him. So when the person starts to grab your hands, you have to know how to move your legs, kind of escape, and arms should be anywhere, like that way, kind of rise them, like a play, like a kid, a little bit, to see if you can move the hands properly. Because a little bit later, you will see, when you start to move your hands, they also come in a position when you start to see how to put your own hands on his body. So it means, if you go a little bit deeper, look at that. It's very easy to work against him and put him down just using that exercise tool. Then it comes a little bit deeper when the person starts to work against your hands. Let's speak about the second distance. When the person starts to grab you, they give you usually subconsciously direction of the movement. It means when I start to grab him, by my tension, by my movement, I give him direction. And if he knows how to work with this direction, he can easily put me down or escape from that hold. So it means the person can grab you like that, grab this way, grab like that. It depends what he wants to do. Because sometimes the person grab you for a reason to give you a lock. The other person starts to grab you like that, to move you and put you in that position to do that lock. So it means so many locks, and you have to know how to, like work against direction. Look usually what you should do. You follow the movement and you see how he stays out of balance, and you should know where to press or to feel how to work against him and put the person down. So again, the guy applied see that with direction. You just go here and press there. The one thing here, you have to remember, you're not supposed to be tense. Because two distances, when we work with the person come to you, you have to know how to escape. It means it shows you're okay with movement. You see the guy, you can escape from him. Usually when the person comes to you, when you freeze up, that's the third position comes. You can work anyway against that, but we will come later. It's better to study in the beginning when the person comes to you and you see his direction and kind of like avoid his movement right away. You have to know how to put the person down and to see where his weaknesses through his position of the body. So, but in this case, in your case, you should be relaxed enough to see that. Because if you tense, it means you see, but nothing you can do. like that. When the person starts to grab you and give you direction, it's quite easy to work with the person. And please pay attention, you can work with your hands, with your legs, with your body. So it means when the person look you and you see how he stay, look at it, the all tension accumulate in his leg, and you can press there to put him down. You can put him down by relaxation, by heating, by moving. So it means when you study also how to go down in the person, and you can follow him just because of the movements, kind of like even for yourself, play a little bit. What you can do with him. But again, just we're talking about movements and nothing else. For example, the person grab you in just one arm. And first you have to see. Sometimes the person look you so hard here, you cannot move this part. But you can use another part of your body. You can step, you can, but look at this again. I can step a little bit forward, and even with one finger, I can put the person down. You go here, look at it. And you put the person, even one finger, because you put the person out of balance, and after that it's very easy to work. Sometimes the person grab you, but he frees you like that. Now you have a space here, you put the hand here, and put the person down like this. Sometimes you cannot move this part, but you can move the other part of the body. It means, in this case, arm, you can put the person down very, very easily. Sometimes you have to know how to work with the fingers. It's good to know that sometimes the person grab you, and two fingers in here, and you can control him. And put the person up. So it's up to you how to work. No. You can work here, there, even against the thumb. Sometimes the person grabs and put the person down. Because if you know how to destroy the thumb, and we talking about how to just escape from hold, just escape, not to hurt the guy too much, just escape. Sometimes the person pay attention a lot on the hands, kind of like he looks you, but and his body starts to be tense too, because he look at it. Just squeeze a little bit here, and the person will go down much easier than he think. Also, the person grab. If we talk about tension, because the person grabs you, and look at it here, accumulate tension, and then easy to put him down because by his tension. I'm talking about just Dima, because some people tense up completely different. Some people like to put the leg forward, and tension comes here. Any touch here or hit also can put him down. If he frees also, you can put him down like that. You can work with your hand. So it means to hit him, he will be ready, but to move your hand and to put him down, that's how it will be. So it means it's up to you how to work against that look. His position can be always different. It means sometimes he stay like that, and you have to know how to work against him using your shoes, if your shoes is good. Sometimes like the person stays differently, like that. Even you can work against his pants, yeah, like that. Check just in case if you have something there. Put him down. So it's up to you how you will work. Just please remember the movement should be very solid, but at the same time soft. Then we find again the person can grab you or with two hands in one arm. Look, it's very easy kind of, because the work can be like that. Put the person down. And the person will escape. So like that. It's very important this exercise have flexible shoulders. When the guy starts to grab you, sometimes very strong. And the problem is, you have to know how to keep this tension with him. Because sometimes you grab the guy and you start to relax, that's what he do to you, he starts to look. If I keep this part strong, but hold my body, I relax, I can put him down very easily, because he will follow that tension and he put lots of kind of like a support in that tension. Sometimes people not even go forward. He look at all his picture showed he will fall that side. Because he stays such a way, it's easy for me to put the person down. You need to know how to relax shoulders. We have two problems in the body: tense shoulders and tense hips. It means sometimes arms very relaxed, but shoulders tense, all your work will be nothing. So I will show some exercise for it. Sometimes you turn the person in that position. What he needs to just move the shoulder back, but look at that, without switching that position. So it means when I turn him more now, he start to move back, but see that position here start to be it should be the same. This way you do two movements. You study how to relax your shoulders and develop strong tendons. Because when the person start to turn, but not by wrist, guys, because by wrist is different exercise. He turned me, and for example, I found myself in that position, and what I do, I just study how to move shoulder back and stay like that. But see, my arm still in the same position. So he go again, turn more, turn, up, like that. And again, I start to move my arm in that position. But as you can see, arm in that position. But look what I do. That's why how I develop strong tendons. As this way, the wave comes down, and what you do, you kind of now do from one and to me. That's why you still soft, but your softness very heavy. So it means you're not relaxed, like that. Very good. That's why how you develop flexibility with shoulders. Because if two people start to rotate you can work with one shoulder, you can work with another, but the whole idea is to relax your arms. Even when people start to move you more, kind of the whole idea is here to relax your arms more and more. Get it, right? So just what we studied, how to relax yourself, it means you have to know how to relax a different part of your body. And sometimes even shoulders start to be tense, like a shoulders start to be tense, shoulders start to be tense. And you cannot work. Relax your hips now. And see, automatically the whole body starts to be relaxed. So two levels of the tension usually we have hips and shoulders. That means when the person starts to turn you again, shoulders start to be tense, but my hips, I can escape from that position too. Got it? Like that. You have to see how to escape, or through relaxation. So it means again, I didn't change position here, but what I do, I look in here. And when I escape, I move him just with one finger. Or what I do, I kind of I start to relax my hips here and escape too. So it means I know how to move my hips or follow his movement. For example, the person grabs you with two arms. In the beginning, when the person starts to grab you both hands, you can work against him kind of like as you did before. The person grab you, see the direction, and you can put him down. It's quite easy. It doesn't matter how a person will be strong or he wants to grab but he doesn't want to fight. You go to him, and idea will be the same. We try to show as slow as possible because this way at least you can see the movement. As if you go a little bit faster. First of all, you didn't see anything, and the second way kind of like it's hard to study, and it's easy. It's easy to hurt the guy because after that, when you hit certain points, for sure he will never, go back to you because see, it's quite easy. Thank you. If we speak about how the people grab you with two hands, and it's very obvious situation when you can put the person down. Like you grab, you can work like that, you can work like that. It's up to you. Just if you know how to work with this elbow and then put the person down, it will be very easy. So again, you can look in here, you can look like that. Lots of variations how to put the person down. What you need to just remember, your body should be relaxed. When you show that movement, you're not supposed to show him too much. If you will show a movement like that, he starts to feel it. With the short variation of the movement, it will be different and much more useful. Again, person grabbing, you can work with his finger here, like I showed. You can, like a hit sometimes like that. There's some people has rings or stuff like that. It helps a lot. You can hit that way just to put the person down. So it means you can hit like that, press towards him, and put the person down. Again, the whole key here, body should be relaxed. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what you do. It's hard to work. I don't move his grip. What I do, I just go down. See, because by my weight, I move his hands down. If I will go like that, through his resistance, he will not be allowed to go here. What I do, just relax myself here, grab his pants here, turn, elbows usually here, and put the person down. Again, I just showed you how to escape, not attack, not to break the guy. Very good also when you can step on his leg here and just push the person forward. So, like that. Step, and people can grab you like that, sometimes they can grab you this way. And it's quite easy because now, if you know how to rotate your hand, but look at that. What you do, you just rotate the hand. You can again break the guy and put him down, means towards you. Like that. Make a movement, hit him here, grab the the ice usually here. Just press it. So again, like that movement, that way escape. So you can touch him here and put the person down. You can work with the elbows here. Get it, right? So you can go that way, you can go like that too. As this way, you grab the nose, put the person down. The possibilities of the movement, so many, and you can do your own technique, it will be no problem for you. Just again, remember, when you know principle of the work, you can do any variation what you like, and everybody will develop their own technique, how to work, what to do, how to put the person down, how to work against his, like fingers. Again, work like that, or like that. It's up to you what you're gonna do. Because sometimes the person will go to sit this way, look at it, and you look him, you can hit him with elbow, hit him with hand, it will be very easy. If you don't want to hit the guy, just go to him and put him down. Then sometimes you see your arm not ready to hit, so use the movement. Work against his throat or. It's so many possibilities. Please don't be shy. Work against them. Next moment, when they grab you here, when the person starts to look you like that, again, it's very easy to put him down if you move with the lock. You can put them down very easily. And it doesn't matter how it will be. You can escape because the whole idea here to go or under movement away from movement. You do the movement, what's easier for you. Because sometimes the person grab you, you can go under, touch, go area, and the person will go down much, much easier than you think. Look at it. When the people start to do bear hug from the, you again, you escape because you know how to make a movement and to hit or stuff like that. But we still come to the point when the person starts to work against you like that. This way you have to see how to, easy to break thumb. If you will pay attention here, look at that. I turn a little bit here. And what I do, I just break it here. And then put the person down. So you can go from outside to inside. From outside to inside. Sometimes you don't want to break. No, you want to break. But no. I also have. When you rotate, see, automatically the second hand comes to the face and it's easy dislocate something. Don't grab so hard. Oh, escape. And again, the person grab you. I go here. So you can play a little bit to see how you can work, because after this works, it's easy to work against his elbow too. Look at it. See, bring over here, and after that, it's easy to hit, to attack. It's up to you. But sometimes you have to know how to also go from inside to outside. So it means when the person looks you here, sometimes he looks you and it's hard to make a movement. See, but here, no problem. Like that. Here. Oh! Oh! You can work from outside, inside, and to see what you can do, how to you can hit, or from that movement like that. It means easy for you to even to look the guy. Again, movement should be very relaxed. Because when you start to make a joke, be real, start to work, it's hard. Because the body cannot adjust. It means you can muscle him, but if the person will be strong too and he doesn't want to give up, it will be very hard to work against him. So movement should be very easy. It means you have to know how to even move him. See, now he is out of balance. When the person is out of balance, automatically starts to be relaxed. Automatically, otherwise he will fall. If he will be constant in position, that's up. Even with this hand, he can go down. Look at this again. Sometimes you move this guy, and you start to work here, and you forget you have the second, like a point of support. Look at that. You put the person down. So again, you can go like that. You can go like that. You can go right away against, like a fingers here. So it's up to you how you can work against the person. Before we talk about holds, so it means when the person grab you and it will be like a certain grip. But after that, usually people start to grab you and apply any kind of lock like that. And it means that's already involved two movements. So it means first movement, the second, and for example, body. Okay. So let's speak about kind of like how it comes. If the person starts to grab you and you start to move with him, it's quite easy to put you down because again you study how to work right away in the beginning. You don't wait for locks. But if I start to hold myself a little bit, that's how the movement go deeper and deeper. And again, you can work from that movement too because you don't lock yourself. So it means when the person grab you here, you can put him down. A little bit later, he got to the point when you start to lock you completely. And again, you can put the person down if you relax enough. But the problem is, guys, maybe it looks very simple. Very simple. But if he will apply really hard, I will go down right away. So it means if he will apply the whole power here and start to with my hand, I will go down, and usually that's what happens. But if I know how to relax my hand, now I can put him down. That's the whole thing, to relax the hand and see how you can put him down. You see his position, or you need to help yourself using the fingers here, because sometimes the person look you here like that, and then of course you can grab the person and put him down. or you just escape here. That means don't give him a chance to feel you, to grab you as a support. And then it's easy to make a movement like that. Get it? Yes, I can work right away against any movement, but sometimes just it's good to show how it will be. Because when he grabs, look at that. His thumb already here. And it's easy to break it. The person look you here. Look at it. See, a thumb is already here. Now I can work against his thumb. Look at it here. Watch it. Person start to look you here. See? Or like that, like a history. That means you just rotate your body. So sometimes the person starts to break you here, and you can help yourself to escape with your own elbow. So it means the person look you here, and you can put him down. Right? Again, next lock it will be like that. Some people do the lock in that position, yeah, or they grab the arm, shoulder, hair, if the person had eyes sometimes, or that shoulder too. So it's up to them. Okay. In this case, when the person starts to grab you, you have to know how to move the hand properly. So it means the hand should be completely relaxed. So it means if the hand relaxes, but look at that. See, look at it. And already hand is here. But with this hand, he doesn't want to give me a chance to rise, right? Because he wants to turn me. So it's okay, what I do without the tense up the shoulder, but if you pay attention on that arm here, you just escape like that. When you turn, look at that, with this hand, what you do, you just escape this hand. Because by this usually wrist, that people cannot escape. But if you know how to move the wrist, you can escape. Or you can escape just relaxing these shoulders, that shoulder. So it means when the person starts to lock you, if you relax the shoulder, you can escape. So, but sometimes the person lock you anyway. Look you. In this case, you have to know how to move the whole body away. So look at that. I put the hand here, and I put the person down. So it means I make a support, and I put the person down here. Or just help with the hand. The lock, you bring the hand here, and put him down. So I put him down because of the elbow lock here. The hand starts to be in that position. Look at it. When I start to press down, we're using my wrist. But look at it. More he resists, easy to put him down. If he less resist, kind of he can avoid it. But more he resists, it's easy to put him down. So again, when the movement comes, you up and put the person down. Yeah, like that. Yeah. What you do, you just step over here and put the person down. Because all his movement kind of, he wants to break it, right? So what I do is follow this movement. And put the person down. Very simple. Or again, like do the movement before. Look at that. Put the guy down. stuff like that. Okay, if we come to the point when the person starts to grab your neck, again, the first movement, just escape. Like I try to see if you can escape by using your shoulders. Movement comes, just shoulders. So it means when the person lock you, you just study how to move your escape from shoulders. Then if the person come to you in deeper situation, or you can go under him. Or again, you can work very simply with the hands or with arms. So it means when the person starts to look you here like that, you can work, whack him, and that's it. So if the person grab you a little bit faster, it's easy to work against him too. So it means if you know how the person starts to apply work against you, kind of it's easy too. It's very easy to put the person down even like that. Hands should be relaxed, free, and it will be easy to break it. Now we come to the point when the person starts to grab you from the back. So again, when you study this situation, when the person starts to come to you and grab you from the back, usually when the person starts to grab you, he gives you a chance, not a chance, kind of like I give you a chance to feel, I guess, his movement. So if you want to practice this exercise, the person starts to grab you, and you just follow this movement and escape. Then the person stay like that. You start to grab him, and kind of he has to wait for direction of the movement. This way, it will be easy for him to escape by knowledge of the relaxation in the movement, not by own fear. Because when the person starts to lock you, when you start to be tense, you come closer and closer, and then you start to wrestle against him, kind of like adjust the movement. And what you need to sometimes grab, just follow the movement. Now he will stay here. Again, I start to grab him. He escapes, and then movement comes faster, 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 and even faster kind of movement comes. And it should be from any angles, kind of like this. Left, right, you should be ready for anything. And then kind of deeper movement comes. If beginning, for example, you grab and you just kind of go in the middle level of the face, then you come kind of like a deeper and lock him. Because I studied how to lock him approximately. He studied how to escape from the lock. So it means, again, some people grab you and they use the whole muscles here. What you need to just put, sometimes just arm is supposed to come here. So it means, again, when the person starts to grab you, what you do, you just study how to cover your neck here, escape. Then, for example, if you study this movement, it's good to study if kind of like a person starts to grab you here from the back. It's good to study how to escape from using your hips, because when the person locks you from the back, try to look. If you go like that, it's hard to escape, and that's already low comes. But if you use hips, it's easy to escape. Or in the third variation, you lay down on the floor, and the person starts to grab you, you escape. So again, you use this ability to move like with whole body, but kind of like a completely different. It means if you again escape like that, you give a chance to guy to hurt you. If you start the movement this way, you have a chance to escape. So it means I start to grab him, he escape, he start to grab me, and It should be one after another. When you start to work against a lock from behind, you have different possibilities. Or you have to work against the lock. If the person grabs you, just no for the lock. Grab you just using just your neck area, so it means you study momentum, or you can throw him like that from the back or from the movements. Using just neck area, nothing more, not arms, not no legs kind of comes a little bit, but most of the time it's a kind of like a body movement. Then you can use, if the person starts to look you here, you can use your hips area. So it means you have to know how to bend him a little bit, and the person goes down. So it means when the person look you, you step here, you don't even move this part. So the person look you don't move this part. What you do, you just move him here a little bit. Imagine, I move this like away, and he will fall. If he's not falling down, maybe he's kind of the one. When you apply the arm work to help him to go down. And the third variation of this movement, when you don't again use your arms, leg work. I look him here. What I do, I just turn him and put the person down, just using this movement. When you, for example, study this, all three levels of the work, neck, hips, and feet, foot, you need to know how to work with shoulders. So when the person starts to look you, what you do, you just put the shoulder here and you just rotate the person just using shoulder, nothing more. Again, when the person look you, and put the person down just using your shoulder. After that, when you use this and you know how to put it, you already start to move hands. So shoulder and hands. If you have flexibility enough, when the person look you, sorry, too deep. You can look him like that. You can look him like that. You can look towards the head, and it depends how a person feels. Some people react very well, some people don't, but you have a chance to at least do the damage, because if the person look you, you grab your little head, and then bring this down and start to rotate and stuff like that. So it's up to you. When the person look you can work with the arm like that, this one. You can go like that. It means you know already movement when you relax enough, and the person look you here. If good enough, you can apply the work right away here. So if you're good enough, so the movement comes like that. But we're talking about like a deep lock, right? When the people start to lock you very deep. So it means I'm talking about if the person look you very clear. Sometimes the person kind of like didn't look you clear, and you have a chance kind of to move, to escape, to again, it depends how a person. Sometimes the pressure points here give you a chance to work with the chin, work with that pressure points here, grab the skin here, like it depends again who is in front of you, right? There's sometimes the person, if you have a chance to look him here, if you have a chance to reach his eyes and stuff like that. But again, it's ability of the person and ability of you how to escape. Suggestion is here. So to move your hand, if you move your arm here, you need to move your hips. Sorry, not hips, shoulders. Right away here. Like that. Because that's what you have a second. Because if you start to squeeze you a little bit harder, automatically the problem is automatically hands goes down, right? Because you look him, the problem is with neck. The neck starts to be choked. Your hands will be here for the beginning of the second, because that's the thread comes here and they start to scratch. When you see the guy start like that, it's already too late. So instead of bring the arms here, we can right away work here, and if you know how to touch proper groin area, and at the same time you kind of move him away a little bit, hit, he moves away, you can do, or right away, look at that, but the arms comes like that. You start to raise the shoulder up, in the second you come here. So once Jason. Look at this again, it's like that. The second, it's not too many, unfortunately. Maybe some people know more, but you need to move the you need to move arm a little bit further here. So like that, right? This way. Or again, if the person kind of like start to make a movement, you have to know how to work against fingers. When the person starts to come to you, right away move the hand towards, your head towards any arm. So this way it's easy to escape. Like that. And then it's easy to escape. You can also do, but again, it's flexibility of your hands. I have flexible shoulders, flexible. It means I can do that. Get it, right? So it means study most of the time from the movement first. The person starts to apply the work, and you already do the work here, there. Please apply work right away. Don't give a chance to guy to work against you. So that means you need to work like that. Okay, thanks. Okay, the next moment, what I want to show you, when you work like a guillotine choke, when the people grab you, when they grab you like that. So before this movement, when the person starts to grab you this way, you have to know how to escape. And again, if we're talking about just this movement, when the people start to lock you, usually they move you. Before, of course, they have to bend you somehow and do the certain work to you. But if not, you can move like that, just escape from the movement. Then they start to work a little bit deeper. And what you should do, you have to know how to break that movement with your shoulders here. A little bit before. So it means when the movement comes, you right away escape here. Or, I'll show again. So look at it. And you're already here. Or if the person starts to bend you already, kind of like a bend you have a chance or escape like I show with shoulder, or do different movements. That's what I want to show you, different application of the technique. Okay. Now person start to look you here. And if you don't bend yet, because sometimes the person look you and you're in that position when it start to work, but he just start to apply the look. What you do, you have to like move, not the head, just chest towards him, and look at that. This hand come to his head, and it's already shoulder lock. So what you do, you just step a little bit forward and move chest forward. At the same time, this hand supposed to be here, and look at that. Very easy to break shoulder. Next work will be like that. You put this hand right here to stop his movement, but the second arm comes kind of like a locking here. Locking, like that. Then what you do, you just find yourself in that position. You bring the hand here just to prevent him, like if you start to apply like a deeper lock, you move the arm here. But instead of the locking here, kind of like you drop your hand kind of down here. At the same time, what you do, you kind of grab him like that. So this way, you make already big hole here to escape. And at the same time, you start to apply the movement here. So put the person down like that. Again, when the person lock you put the hand here, and the second hand should be here. You move him a little bit, and you start to apply the work here. So next work, if the person starts to look you a little bit lower, if you soften up, you can do work here. So it means by extra movement, you can apply this work kind of like from the arm. That means when the person starts to look you here, what you do, you grab him here. Sometimes the person is so strong, kind of like be tense a little bit. It's hard to move him. What you need to just help yourself with the leg and put him down. So the person lock you here. You start to grab him here. And you put him down, just using your move. So that's the work. Also, some people try to grab you by legs, or two legs, or one leg. And you have to know, again, from the first distance, when the person starts to grab you, if you have a chance to escape, kind of like to see if you can move away just with hands. If the person like a little bit more kind of like faster than you, he starts to grab you. You have to know how to work with with one arm and another, build proper to stop to the body, and the second comes to the face. If you're soft enough, kind of like you have to know how to work against his elbows. The moment comes, look at that. You put the guy down. If he comes closer and closer, he starts to grab here, usually it comes lower. You have to know where to press, and usually you press towards the neck. If the neck is not flexible, because as deeper he come, deeper. It's hard to work against neck because he can adjust. In the moment when he's kind of start to close to you, see? It's easy to work against him. Otherwise it will be very hard. So sometimes the grab with one leg. You have to know how to work using your both leg here. That movement comes. So like that, and press. You can of course work against his throat here, so it means it's not necessary to wait where the person starts to grab you. Put your fingers towards his face, in this case throat, and put the person down. You can use that movement too. Next variation of when the person starts to come deeper to you, like he grabs you so deep, and look at that. This way you have to work against his spine here. Why? Because you kind of lock him, you don't give him a chance to move. And basically you just press towards the back, and by this moment, or he will not go, or I have a chance to dislocate his neck. Watch again. Sometimes he locks you, you lock him, but you don't give him a chance. It's not like you stop him, you just kind of redirect him. Imagine, by this movement, look at that. See, it's easy to break. See, and I do as slow as possible. Usually snapping comes, it means in reality it will be much deeper. So again, person grab you, and what you do, you just lock him like that. Or you just again work with legs. Sorry.
That was beautiful.
You can easily to kind of if you're good enough, if you see the move, you can see it make a support. That's when the person come to you. You see, grab him a little bit, bring him towards the knee. If you solid enough to. Otherwise, sometimes you hurt yourself too. Or if you good enough, just whack him, and that's it. I'll show how. That's how it should be. Sometimes the people come to you and or gonna grab you like that, or from the back. Sometimes the person starts to grab you that way, and kind of it comes very, very deep, and you cannot do lots of work. If the person lock you very bad, you can put him down just using your knees, and I'll show how. But look at that. Person looks you and come closer to you. Look at that. What you do, you bring one knee here, and then you just sit down. And by this position, it's very easy to bring the person down. So, like that. So, for example, from this side, like that. And look at that. I just sit straight. And quite easy to break it. If the person look you without hands, kind of like that, this way again, like I show it against the knee. Idea is the same. The person look you here, and what you do, you just like work with both, with shoulder and with the spine here, like that here. So it's quite easy. Maybe it seems not that, but when you will do that, do carefully. It's quite easy to dislocate. So if the person lock you, you can also like hit, if you relax enough, you can hit their kidneys here. So because the movement comes, you know, and put him down. If you know how to work against the neck and certain pressure points here, it's quite easy to stop the guy and put him down. Quite easy. And now I want to show you free work of holds. It means when the people will come to me, they will grab like they want and with any speed where they want. What is good about the style should be ready for everything. It doesn't matter how people grab you, like fast, slowly, you should be okay. If you have enough skills, you should be okay to show any kind of work. The person come to you and start to work against you, you should know how to work against like a person right away. It means like any body should be relaxed, and you can kind of like escape. You should be good enough to escape from any movement. today we will study how to work against grabs, locks, chokes, the other things. And we will do certain exercise for it, just to prepare you to do these drills. So first, relax, just relax. And slowly start to inhale, exhale. A little bit deeper, inhale, exhale. So slowly start to tense up whole your body. Inhale, tension comes. Exhale. Now start to tense up your legs. Just legs. Whole body should be relaxed, legs should be tense. And inhale. Just legs, nothing more. Stomach should be relaxed too. Exhale. Now you start to tense up your arms. Just arms. Just your arms. Inhale. Chest should be relaxed. Exhale. And as hard as possible. Inhale. Completely tense, completely tense. Exhale. Now your stomach. Inhale. Just stomach. Exhale. Now your back area. Inhale. Exhale. Just back. Chest should be relaxed. Exhale. Now your chest. But not stomach. Try to just tense up your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Now your arms and legs. Just arms and legs. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your body again. Inhale. Whole body, guys. Everything. Don't miss anything. Exhale. Inhale. Everything should be tense. Everything. Very fast. Exhale. Inhale. Faster. Exhale. Very good. Stand up now. With breathing. With breathing. Stand up with breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now start to tense up whole your body again. Inhale, tension comes. Whole your body should be tense. Exhale. Inhale. Just legs. Exhale. Now your arms. Inhale, arms. Chest should be relaxed, the shoulders too up. See? Arms should be tense. Exhale. Now your stomach. Inhale. Exhale. Your back. Inhale. Exhale. Now your chest. Inhale. Just chest. Exhale. Now hold your body again. Inhale, hold your body. Everything, guys, don't miss anything. Exhale. As hard as possible. Inhale. Exhale. Faster. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, very good. Look, guys, what you should do. The same we did before. When the person start to grab you by hands, by body, it's up to them how he wants to grab. What you need to now, just tense up whole your body automatically. So it means when he start to grab my arms, I tense up my body, but whole body. Got it? So it means when he grab, I tense up my body. This way, you study to see where you over tense, and secondly, you study to move him by your tension. Got it? Because if I just resist normally, it's quite hard to work against him. But if I know that and I tense up him, I already kind of work against him. I don't give him the same position like he wants to work. Got it? So it means when I even start to grab him here, he tense up completely. I start to grab him like that. He tense up whole his body. And at the same time, try to build a little bit. For example, he start to grab me like that. I try to build different position automatically. Got it? So it means it doesn't matter how the person grab you, you just tense up. Make sense? So it means when the person grab you, completely tense up, everything. If I start to grab your legs, you should tense, yeah, like that, but be tense everywhere, not just in a specific place, everywhere. We do the same work like we did before, when we lie down, breathing, now we do in the movement. Get it? Tense up whole body, guys. Everything should be tense, everything. Automatically, everything. Now you should tense up just, for example, if I start to, or if he start to grab my arms, now I just tense up my hands, but the whole body should be relaxed. So again, no. But the whole body should be relaxed. So it means this way I can move away. If I need to put him down, it will be right because he's still with me and his tension kind of like provoke him, to pay, I'd say, like to feel me and not to be worried enough. Got it? So when I start to grab him, just tense up your arms. Nothing more, just arms. So it means when I start to grab him, very important now for him to tense up or his hands, just tense up. But the whole body should be relaxed. And even if you can move the body, it will be good, but at the same time, like it should be support here. If I start to grab him here, he needs to tense up, yeah, perfect, just this place. If I start to grab him like that, just shoulders kind of start to grab me here. Like I give him support, but they say the whole body is still relaxed, and even hands relaxed, but shoulders is tense. Get it? Then legs, for example, if you start to grab legs, I tense up here, but the whole body is relaxed, but look at it, tension is still here. So this way, it's easy to hit properly. Otherwise, sometimes people grab you, and because you cannot hit, the whole body tense, and after that hits, maybe it will be okay, but not deep enough when the person grabs you, and it will be good enough. Got it? So today we will study this too, but now when the person starts to grab you, try to tense up just your arms and whole body, and see that kind of if you will pay attention too much on his arms here, the body will move but not that relaxed. So even kind of like what you do sometimes, hold it, put the weight a little bit here, and the person needs to hold you here, and at the same time start to move your body. Okay, I'll show. See? Like that. Right? So key, there. Very important exercise. Sometimes one person grab your hand, kind of you can tense up here and don't allow him to rotate your hand, kind of like a tense up. And the other person start to rotate your hands, rotate. And your hands should be completely relaxed, but without moving this hand. So you try to break it, kind of. So get it, right? So this way you study how to relax the hand, and at the same time, so this also you study how to do this a little bit in the movement. So it means when the person, you tense up the body here, tense up, and slowly guys, slowly, you should be tense just here. So this way you relax your body, and no, allow me to move, You don't move yourself, you allow me to move you. And a little bit later you will see, sometimes he's relaxed, tense up. So this way, kind of he can relax, but not that deep, first time, and it's hard to do this exercise. Relax more, like that. But at the same time, see relaxation come deeper and deeper, and this arm starts to relax. Exactly. Or this tension come deeper and deeper, and you start to tense up here. So in this case, when the person like you hold here, and this arm should be completely relaxed. Here. So it means this way you study how to control your body. So it means you know where to tense up, where to. There's sometimes you grab the guy and you hold him and you have to punch him. You tense up so much and your punch start to be very weak. walk together. I start to grab him, he needs to escape from my hold, just escape. And he starts to grab me. And what we do, kind of like a escape all the time from a hold, but from movements. Got it, right? Then two hands, like that. Then that way, kind of like a walk together and all the time grab each other. Got it? So walk comes, like that, escape. Now he starts to grab me. But all the time walking, guys, all the time walking, all the time you walk. Okay, thank you guys. You understood it, right? Start to run, let's go. Now guys, grab your partner and we run. We run. Now I start to grab him, he needs to escape. So he starts to grab me. See, kind of like we both start to grab each other. And see what we can do, how we can escape, how do you feel if the person starts to grab you. But all the time we run, all the time we run, all the time. And guys, grips can be different. You know, you can grab arms, but you should run. You should run, all the time you should run. Okay, thank you. So relax, inhale, exhale. Okay, look what we should do now. Guys, we do lots of breathing exercise and we need to know how to breathe anyway, right? Kind of like a inhale, exhale. And sometimes problem comes when the person starts to grab you, usually you tense up, you don't breathe. And then after that you start to work, but it's already too late, kind of like you start to be tired very fast. So we will do one exercise when we do, we will work against holds. But guys, when the person starts to kind of move the hands here, you inhale. And by exhale, you have to put him down. On inhale, you inhale, you start to work. Exhale, you put him down. Got that? So inhale, exhale. So this way, you kind of, you just work with breathing. Inhale, exhale. And it should be very soft work. It's not necessary to do kind of fancy schmancy stuff. Inhale, exhale. Got that? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Very simple work. Person come to you, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nothing more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Got it? Just escape. Let's go, grab your partner, please. In this exercise, guys, you develop ability to breathe always. You always breathe. Always breathe. Inhale, breathe. Exhale. Movement comes to you. Inhale, exhale. Guys, very obvious. You have to hear each other. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now you do opposite work. You now exhale and then inhale. Exhale and put the person down. So exhale. Got that? So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. When you study how to work against usually holds or locks or grabs, two options you have approximately. One of the options, when the person starts to grab you, you need to hit him and put the person down if you have a chance. Or you escape by movement. So it means when the person comes to you, you try to escape. So it means. Or, of course, together when you hit and then you put the person down by, movement or by striking. First, in the beginning, we will study how to move away from the guy. It's very important to study first. If you have legs, you need to know how to move. Yes, sometimes you think, oh, you can move, the person scares you, and then you kind of freeze. After that, it's hard to fight. So at least first movement, you have to move. And remember, we did this all the time exercise. For it, when the person squat down a little bit, keep everything straight, and you start to move him. Move him with, not just with head, with kind of like a different part of the body. So even here, legs a little bit, moving here, there. He needs to know how to move. What we did before, we just touch him or move him. In reality, people will grab him most of the time, and he needs to know how to move his legs properly. So it means now you have to study how to move. When the person starts to look you have to know to see how you can move. Got it, right? To help you to move, we will do one exercise that calls 1, 2, 3. What you do, 1, 2, 3, all the time you move kind of like from the movement. When it comes 1, 2, 3. Get it? So count inside yourself and you do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If I see the second movement counts 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But look my legs, guys. Very important here. My legs don't go like that. They go 1, 2, 3. Get it?
Around?
No, whatever. Just I show the movement. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter. Go away too. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. If I see the second movement comes, again I start to count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But the body should be relaxed. If before we move, the person starts to grab you, we move away, kind of like keep our body straight. Now you have to go under. So when the person starts to look you go like that. But look again, I start with legs. Got it, right? So legs goes first. It's not like the person starts to grab you, you bend here, and then after that you start to work. No, first legs goes away. And watch my shoulders, guys. Very important here, watch shoulders. See? Now I have to teach you how to work against elbows. There's some people like start to grab you, first level neck area, then waist and knee. Idea is the same. Or you have to move him or move yourself. So it means when the person starts to look you here and start to grab you like that, or you have to move him and right away work against his elbow. Or move yourself. Get it? So slow, sir. The person comes, you move him, you have a chance to move him, and this phase, move him, and look at that. In this case, what you do, you just work against elbow. Here. Feel like that. See, otherwise the person will go away. Yes, if you start to apply the movement, stop slowly. If you start to apply the movement, he will go away and that's it, go. And even go. And he will start to lock me, because I'll help him. So in this case, to avoid that problem, what I do, I just bring him down. Now when the person starts to come to you like that, kind of like I start to grab your waist, body, like that. Like that, And again, if you have ability to move a little bit before the movement, again, you push him in a way kind of like make this arm longer. In this case, again, you start to put the person down. Again, movement comes like that, and put the person down. Just be careful with elbows. Move up. Or if you're good enough, just move with him, kind of like because it's quite big movement. If neck, it's short movement, kind of like this is big. So you have possibilities to move. Please move. Got it? Little trick here comes here too. You will see. Watch it. Come closer, guys. What look at the guys. Usually people grab here and start to move the person, but by grabbing here, you make his elbow solid more. Yes, he can avoid. And even more, when you grab me like that, see, I come to you closer now. Now I have a chance to come to you closer. What you need to, when the person look you this way, you move your hand towards him now. If before you move your hands towards you, now towards him. And even you start to hit his groin area, if you need to. Watch it. Like that. And put the guy down. Like that. See, I don't look him. It's just what I do, I just move the hands towards him. Nothing more. Very simple. If you do movement like that, if you go this way, he can move. Right? And you work just linear work. If you start to rotate him, look at that. I start to work against his elbows. I start to work against his groin area. And at the same time, I can anyway break him or put him down just using this exercise. Get it? So slower. If you can work like that, it's okay too, because this case you can hit the guy. Yes, some people good, they kind of bend elbows. Bend elbows like that. So you start to break them, they bend elbows. So this way they open throat area. If before they open just face area, open face area, no, go straight. Like that, with the knee comes, sorry, to yours. So you can, work like that too. Got it? So it's up to you, choose. Or you hit him like that, or you hit him this way. Or he will escape. It depends how good he is. But again, when the person comes, move him and put the guy down. Again, pay attention on elbows, very easy to dislocate them, very easy. It's like, it's not even funny. Sometimes the person kind of doesn't want to go inside to like a movement. You move him towards you and you start to work against him. This hand or that hand. So be creative in this case. Some people kind of like they make a movement, and that's it. Not this hand, the other hand. No, I will show later very good work and quite sharp work. But now we will do step by step, quite slowly to understand and not excite you. Otherwise you will break each other. And last work, if we're talking about knees, kind of. When the person starts to look you here, you have to know how to work with, again, elbows here. So it means when the person starts to look you here, you hit him. Some people kind of make a movement already short, right? So it means you start to hit him, watch it guys, with this area down towards the elbow. So you started here and finished here. So this way we have pressure points here. And usually people feel, because when the person starts to tense up, when you hit, after that arms can be numb. Can be numb. It depends. Very good. It depends on you, on me, how good you are, stuff like that. But first movement, guys, what you do, you just put the person down. So again, we stay in front of each other. Person start to come to you. You can work with elbows like that. You can work with your, if you have good legs, kind of, oops, sorry. You can do slowly, otherwise it's, slow. Look at it, guys. You can start it with knee and hit him. But some people anyway, much faster than you, kind of like a surprise you. No, later we will do this. First you start to work against elbow. Simple movements. So person come to you, grab and put him down. Grab, put person down. Now we come to the point when you start to work against already holds. Start to grab you and you need to stop him. Just stop him. So, and it doesn't matter how a person will grab you, you need to see where you can stop him. Just stop. Just stop, one after another. Next moment, when the person comes to you, you have to push him. It doesn't matter how a person comes to you, it doesn't matter how a person will grab you, what you do, you push him. Yeah. You do first pushing with open hands. You can move and push the person down, kind of, you move. And you see how the person come to you, and this way you start to put him down, see where he has weakness. Then you already start to push just with your fist. Very important to push with your fist, as this way you will prepare how to punch. You just remember, shoulders should be very, very relaxed. You study how to or strike him or place hands very properly. So it means when the person starts to grab you, what you do, you kind of in the beginning, just place your hands properly. Here, there, make a movement. Everything should be very comfortable. And then when you feel you're okay, you start already hit a little bit. Place hands on a hand, kind of if the person starts to grab you normally, like that way, by choke here, like that. So it means place it first, see if you can kind of like feel properly here. Otherwise, sometimes you think you can hit hard, like the person starts to grab your legs or stuff like that. But it's not that easy if the person comes to like a little bit deeper. No, he's a strong guy, so it's easy to hit him, but some people attack you, they will be also very strong. Thinking how it will be. So don't rush, get it? So person come to you and hit him. You need to know how to hit face, because this way it's very easy to stop the person. And sometimes body too strong for it, you know, and it's not that he doesn't react so well as a face.